All right. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, and welcome to this series of meetings that we're going to be doing for the Unsum Insider before I get into the training that I'm going to be doing. And this is going to be a pretty long set of training sessions. I'm not really sure where it's going to end. So what I want to do here at the beginning before I start is just kind of talk about some of the additions we're going to be making and just some of the things that we're going to be doing going forward, um, in terms of creating more of an offering for you. And I'm going to share my screen. And if you have questions as you go along, I will try to answer them either at the end or as we go. And I'm a little more used to go to webinar, but um, we're gonna kind of go forward from here. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen. Hopefully you can all see it. Laurel
Charles,
is with me. Yeah.
Charles Santu's asking, is this new, these training meetings?
These the meetings that we're doing, I'm doing ahead of the training. So I haven't started the training yet, and this is not going to be a forever thing, so not a permanent thing. I just want to do maybe one or two kind of more information sessions before I do a formal orientation about the subject matter. So this is more housekeeping in terms of how things are going to operate. There are some changes that I know Teachable is going to make. There are going to be some things that we're going to be adding to the membership, and I want to take some time to explain these things, in this meeting. So as you have questions, please feel free to write them in the chat area. And as I said, what I'll try to do is I'll try to answer them as I go along. Laurel, if you feel free to interrupt me if when it's relevant. And okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Um,
And Craig's
so
question is, I hope we can discuss the changes for insiders.
well, this is an insider meeting, so this is not for the public. So this is just for Ultimate Insiders and Craig. So yeah, we will definitely discuss just for insiders. That's all that has been invited to this session. So I'm
He
not
said that,
training tonight.
yeah,
Yeah.
he says he knows you're implementing a new system. He's confused of what the changes are.
Right. Yep. I am going to implement some new changes and not necessarily changes, just additions. So there's not going to be much that I'm changing and I'll discuss that as I get into this. Um, the goal is to help you develop recurring income. That has not changed. That is really why we're doing this, right? And so, we do like creating content, but our goal for everyone that really wants to and is to be able to use what we're doing to create a recurring income. And that's wherever you are in your station of internet marketing, wherever you are in your goal, and however you want to use it. And you don't have to do it the way that I say to do it. You can have your own plan, and most people do, right? Most people who, when we do our onboarding call, they have everybody has kind of a different way that they want to go about creating a recurring income, but the goal seems to be the same, and that's for you to be able to every month kind of have a number that you can see coming in and that you can even get to the point where you can predict what that number is. And so if you can get to that point, I think that we'll be satisfied that we're doing enough. If we're giving you enough in terms of tools that you can be able to whatever your number wants to be. If you want that number to be 10,000, if you want that number to be 1,000, if you want that number to be 400, and you just want to see it come every single month, we want to be able to help you to do that. And that's why, we are doing this. So that's always been our goal. And again, that doesn't change. I do want to talk about a few housekeeping items. Um, in terms of, I send out one newsletter every day to Ultimate Insiders only, and so I do. At I think you should read just that newsletter. And so if you're on the general list and you are getting, let's say, the list that goes out to the entire community, most of what's in there is irrelevant. Number one. Number two, I might email that part of the list twice a day sometimes. And so I don't really want you to feel like you've got to read all that. I'm typically trying to get people to move into be an ultimate insider. So even if you get that newsletter that's going to the, to the general group, and you see things that I'm talking about ultimate insider in there, it's still not directed towards you. And so the only newsletter that you should be reading, it'll have ultimate insiders in the subject line. So if you're not getting that newsletter and you're getting one that does not have that in the subject line, please write me right after this so that I can see where you are, and I make sure that all you're getting is that newsletter, because this is the only one that's going to be relevant. Everything else, quite frankly, I am trying to sell them to become an ultimate insider. So the language is different, my approach is different, and everything in it that I'm saying has a different focus. And so just kind of make sure you're reading only the insider newsletter. Now, if you want to read what I'm saying to the general community because you want to copy it, that's fine. Just understand that when I write that newsletter, I'm not talking to you as an ultimate insider. So if you get it, it could kind of cloud some other things that I'm saying just to ultimate insiders. So I'm going to suggest that you just don't read it at all. But if you do read it, just know that it's not necessarily directed towards you. The other thing is, please don't save your onboarding call. Don't make it so that, you're trying to figure, well, I'll save it until, I've really got to do something. If you really got to do something, then just come back to us. I'd rather you do that rather than you kind of wait until you feel like you've got something heavy. So if you haven't done your onboarding call, please just schedule it. Schedule it with Laurel and I. We like to meet you. We like to make sure that we understand what it is you're trying to do, and that we kind of structure what we're doing to kind of assist you in that way. And you don't have to know exactly what that is. But I'm just saying, don't save the call. Don't save it for a rainy day. Don't save it, because if you really have something, let's say, that's serious, and you've already had your onboarding call, if it's important to you, then we'll still get back on with you. Right. So now, obviously, we don't want to make it so that we're doing onboarding calls with you every week. However, if you have something after your onboarding call and you really want to talk to us, and man, you really want to get our insight on it, then that's okay. Right. So just don't save it. If you haven't done it, please go ahead and schedule it. And you can do that at the plrshow.com/Charles. Right. And you can schedule your call there. Okay. I do want to let you know that Laurel's going to be starting a new brand, and it's going to be a new brand of PLR. It's going to be written PLR, and it's going to be different from the business PLR that I have been selling. Now, I will say this: it's going to be relevant to what we're doing, but Laurel's kind of going to maintain that. She's doing personal development and leadership. That leadership, as I have been saying, is really kind of comes out of some of the work that we're doing in our doctoral program, just some of the things that we're learning, and it's relevant to business. So don't feel like we're changing, or that we're going to stop producing business PLR. All we're really doing is we're using her level of expertise. Laurel is a more prolific writer. She is she's a little better or she's much better at reading and getting information and understanding it and being able to communicate that in writing than I am. So we're going to just have her to produce content in the area of leadership, some areas of personal development. I know that she's got a VBS, or a vacation Bible school thing planned, a journaling thing planned. So some titles are going to be personal development. Most of the titles, probably once a month, is going to be leadership. And so I will be promoting her, obviously, right? So I will still be promoting her. Now she's going to have her own kind of list that she's operating So I haven't gone anywhere. I won't be going anywhere. So it's not like we're splitting up or anything like that. She's just kind of focusing in a different area. So I will be promoting her and she will be promoting our business content, right? So we're, we still live in the same house and we'll be doing this together. So we may do different recommendations of different brands. So I may still focus on business every so often. I may focus on some area of personal development. I try not to keep those things to a minimum. Like today, I did Dr. Loy. I don't normally do that. I do you and Callie sometimes, but I really would rather move away from a lot of those things. And I think that might do a little more personal development in terms of other recommendation of other vendors. I'm not really sure how that's going to play out. We'll kind of see how that goes. But we are still working together, right? So we are still working together, in this particular part of the business. And what you'll see is that in her content is I will be the one narrating her video content. So in terms of the narration, we just kind of settled on the plan. We were looking for a narrator. We were looking for someone that we wanted to to narrate. It's pretty hard to find someone that we kind of felt like kind of met our standard for narration, and it just really seemed like it was something that we couldn't find anybody really to do. So I'm going to do it. I'm happy to do it, and I kind of know what I really wanted to say anyway, kind of based on my knowledge of what she's trying to communicate.
Hey, Charles,
Yeah, go ahead.
Craig asked if have we split up. No, we haven't split up. This guy can't get rid of me that easily.
Right. No. You have not split up for sure.
He said he's to be specific. I'm lost. It sounds like you have separated or just a business split. It's neither one actually. He's just it's just a particular line of PLR that I'm more comfortable creating than he is. And so I'll be kind of pursuing that. And Craig is hoping that it has an entrepreneurial bent and entrepreneurial mindset in the tone of the writing.
Yep. Yep. And you could kind of say that it does, right, Laurel? It kind of has, it definitely has some. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. Um, Now I just talked about the onboarding call. Don't save it. Um, it, so in general, I will schedule your onboarding call will get scheduled just kind of based on my calendar. It's going to come direct to me and it's going to schedule automatically. Um, and so I will keep my appointment with you and I will call her if she's available. Now, if you say that you specifically want me to make sure she's on there, when you get the notice, write me back and say, make sure Laura's on my call. And a number of you have done that. So just and there's no I don't have any, like, I don't feel less than myself by you saying, I'll make sure Laurel's on there. I think that's awesome. So make sure you request her, because in general, like I said, the request gets auto generated, and I will only bring her in if she's available, unless you specify that you want her there. In most cases, she will be on. I will request her to be on there. But if she just can't, and you say you want her on there, I will specify that she is on that onboarding call. And again, I just want to kind of go back that if you've already had your onboarding call, and you want to make sure that you do it with myself and Laurel together, please feel free to request it. Right. And I think that I don't want to say I'm speaking for you, Laurel. I think that she wants to get to know you all as well as I do. And one of the benefits of doing this for the last 3 years is that even after the onboarding call, I really feel like I know some of you. I know some of you all personally from having been on the weekend Q&A. And so kind of hearing your voice really helps me personally when I'm creating, because I know who I'm creating for. And I think that would help Laurel also. If I can, I don't know I'm speaking out of turn here, Laura. What would you? Okay, good. Okay. Okay. I do want to talk about some things that are, and I'm also going to say, I want to kind of keep these down to 30 minutes. So I don't want to stay on for hours and hours. If we got to move over and we got to do another one of these, we'll do another one of these. I'll follow up with what I don't finish. So I'm not going to keep you on here all night. Um, okay, so there's some things that are for Ultimate Insiders only, and certain things I do that are for the community at large, right? And I will say typically the PLR show community. Um, and I just talked about this, but there is one newsletter that I send to Ultimate Insiders every day. Every single day I send you a newsletter. Some days I might miss, right, if I get busy. But I will typically send you one a day. And that's going to be different from the community-wide email. So you will see Ultimate Insiders in the subject line. If you don't see that, right, that means that it's for the community, right? It's for the general community. So anytime I send you as an Ultimate Insider, and that's the newsletter you should be reading, right? The community-wide email, it's fine. It's just not relevant. So please don't. If you read it, only read it with the understanding that okay, he's not talking to me, he's talking to everybody, right? So just so that you'll know. Um, I have turned off the email series because it's got to be redone now, mainly because we're now using the platform and everything is now different. And I think this is what Craig is talking about. Everything's really going to change because I'm really focusing in on the sub account you have with Go High Level. Now, I know a number of you don't necessarily want to use that one. Maybe you're using a different system, but everything that I teach will still be relevant. But most people are using the sub account. And so I'm going to do a lot of training sort of based around that. Right. And so just so that you'll know, I've turned off the email series. That whole email series has got to be rewritten if I even do it. I don't know how effective it is. What I am thinking of doing is to do the same thing that I did in emails, but to record videos and to put those videos someplace where you can watch them one by one. Right. So I've turned off the email series. Um, Insider discounts. Now, Ultimate Insiders have a discount. It is available. It's not on Warrior Plus. So you would never use the Ultimate Insider discount on Warrior Plus, and it's always going to be used at Harper Academy, right? So if you don't see that discount or you can't use it, make sure to contact me directly. But in general, the insider discount is only going to be for on Harper Academy. I know why I said contact me directly. I know that some people use their credit that they have for Warrior Plus. If that's you, right? I don't want to set up I don't want to do a setup over there. Just contact me and I will give you your Ultimate Insider discount individually on Warrior Plus. So, and it's not a lot of you. I think Jupiter Jim, he does that. He asked me to do that sometime. I don't know if he's listening or he's here. So if that's the case, just write me and I will just do it for you individually. I don't want to set it up. I don't want to do a separate setup over there. I just want to make sure you get your insider discount at Harper Academy. The course platform. Now, if you do not have the Ultimate Insider course platform, um, just as an aside, as part of your membership, you have a sub account with Go High Level, and that is for your courses. You can host your courses and you can sell them. That's the platform that we are using. That's what I'm going to be using in the training. That's what I'm going to be using in primarily teaching. So if you don't have access to it, there is a place inside of the members area, and I've given you the URL, the plrshow.com/insider platform onboarding. Make sure I set you up so that you can then get access to the platform. And as I said, it's a sub account with Go High Level. I do want to say this, right? I did a PLR product on system.io. You do not need system.io if you're an Ultimate Insider. So, and I suggest that you don't get it. And I'm not your, I don't tell you what to do, obviously, but you don't need it, right? And in fact, even though it's going to take a little more training to understand everything that it has that I'm committed to doing, it has more available to you. Now, is it a little more complex to use? Yes, it is, admittedly. But if you were doing internet marketing, it has enough for you to use. So the system.io is for the community, right? So I'm only giving that and giving people access to that if they're not an ultimate insider. So just so that you know, you as an ultimate insider, you do not need system.io. You do not need it. So you don't have, you can use it, but you don't need it. Just so you'll say.
Charles, before you
Yeah.
go on, let's see. Lois said, I have SASS agency high level account. How will you be handling snapshots for this, or do I need to request a sub account?
No, Lois, what I do is I have a share link inside of each of the products. So so probably what I will have to do is uh okay, so yeah, so for the front end product, um that share code, I have not been putting that in the front end. But so what I can do is I can kind of put that in an insider only area. So I will make that because I have been doing it for people who don't have an insider account. I will make that share link available because I do have one. I will make that snapshot available. So let me think about how to do that logistically. But yes, I do have a share link, a snapshot share link. I will make that available to you if you have an agency so you can use it for sure.
Oh,
Okay, good
okay.
question.
And Ken echoed that question. And then Santu, I'm assuming that the link that Craig retyped for you is the one that you're looking for. Thank you for that, Craig. And Santu is asking, what if we prefer system.io? Can we get a system.io through you? And she wants to ask a question verbally about Go High Level.
Yep, I will. Yes, let me get through tonight, and then I'm gonna open it up for verbal questions. What I will say to you is that yes, in the same way that I will make that agency link available, I will also make a system.io link available. Because I'm doing it now for the community outside of Ultimate Insiders. They're just paying for it. So obviously, you won't have to pay what they're paying for it. I just need to logistically figure out where to put those two links for Ultimate Insiders who have access to the products that we produce. So I will think about that tonight, where to put it. But yes, you can use system.io. And I will mute. I'm going to give everybody the opportunity to be unmuted here at the end. So yes. So the short answer is yes. Um, uh, Direct import. So basically, what you're doing is the reason that I'm giving you these share codes is so that you can import the videos direct into your account. And so what that means is that it's one less step that you have in terms of number one, building a learning library, and number two, being able to sell faster. Now, I do have the sales page templates that I use. Um, I can make those available, except that you'll have to do some editing with those. And so I've only made the videos available so far. I can make the sales page templates available, but I've got to do a little training on it to show you how to turn it into what you want it. But those will be available also. So both of them are going to be in Go High Level. In fact, both of them are also in System.io. So I will be making them available to you also along with the videos. So you will be able to direct import everything for each course into your account. And I'll just say, just as an aside, I don't know if you saw my newsletter today. Our daughter is kind of between schools, and so she's going to help us to do some of this. She's already started some of that work. She did 2 or 3 courses today, and she's going to kind of continue on. And I hope what she's going to be able to do before she starts work full time is to finish all the courses. Now, obviously, I want to see her, you know, get her, get employed full time. But until she does, she's going to do and get all of our courses uploaded to System.io as well as to um, Go High Level. And I've been anguishing about that. I couldn't figure out exactly how to do it. And I tried a couple of outsourcers and they couldn't quite get it right. They couldn't quite get the sales pages and everything right. So I'm happy that I gave it to her one time and she did it right the first time. So she's going to continue. She's going to get all those courses uploaded or as many as she can before she starts work full time. So that's that. 8:30. Gee. Do I want to start this now? Okay, sub account platform training. I'm just going to blow through this and then I'm gonna open it up for questions. Okay, originally I had all the training in Video Academy Boss and inside of a special course. It's kind of spread out over there. I'm going to eliminate Video Academy Boss. I'm going to eliminate the special course. I'm going to do all of it in one place so that all those training videos on how to use the sub account, I'm going to have to start over because we're doing direct import now, just so you'll know. So I'm going to start all that over. The people that bought it, it's still going to be available. But in terms of training Ultimate Insiders, I'm going to start all of that over again. It really does need to be redone. And I will be making those videos public on YouTube. I will also make it public in a YouTube playlist as well as inside of your Go High Level platform. And in fact, I'll just show you this the next time. It's about 8:30, so I'm going to kind of stop here because this is kind of getting into like another subject, and I don't want to. I need to kind of spend some time here, so I'm not going to rush through this. So the next time we get together, I will pick it up here. And if you all are familiar with Zoom, and you just I think you can do a hand raise or something like that. I think I know Santu asked a question, so I'm going to unmute her. And so yeah, if you just raise your hand, if you need to be unmuted, I will unmute you. So let me.
The brilliant thing, Charles, with
and so yeah, if you just raise your hand, if you need to be unmuted, I will unmute you. So let me.
The brilliant thing, Charles, with Zoom is that you don't need to unmute me. I can
Okay,
unmute myself.
Okay, excellent. Very good. Very good.
Yeah. Okay, so two questions regarding the last slide you showed. When you said that you could provide System.io to us as insider members as an alternative to Go High Level, what level? So System.io has like 3 different levels, right? So what level would we get in terms of the membership?
Good question. Okay, so what I would be providing to you would be a share link for the code. So that would be something that you'd have to purchase, obviously. So I can't I don't have a master account. So they don't make one for me to be able to give sub accounts.
Right.
Only Go High Level has that. So I think that they're well, you're familiar with them. Their lower tiers 27, one's 47, the other one's 97. And so yeah, so for System.io, you'd have to purchase that one outside of the membership.
So what is the purpose of this is it called a master link or I can't remember what you said it was called, but you were going to provide us with a link or a master link. What would be the purpose of that if we're buying our own kind of membership with System.io? I'm not understanding.
Right. So you would not be uploading videos to your account. What you'd be doing is you'd click a link and then the videos would be imported direct to your account, as well as a sales page template. So I don't know if you looked at it, the thing about System.io, it's the same as Go High Level in that you got to upload videos one at a time. So basically, for a 20 video course, those videos would just get added and they would already be ready to be streamed to your customer.
So let me see if I understand this correctly. So if we use your link, it would automatically upload videos into my account. Like
That's correct.
so the purpose of the link is for speed, right? Like
Correct.
yeah, yeah, it's for speed to upload things. And it sounds like you're going to provide us with a template as well for a sales page, and then we could easily develop our own sales page that will get automatically added to our system IO, right? Well, that
That's
sounds
correct.
good. That sounds
Hmm.
good. Okay. Now my any other benefits to using your master link for with system IO?
That's the main benefit.
Okay.
It's a fast start.
Yeah, okay. So in terms of those two areas, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Anything like for membership? Because I know System IO does membership as well. Do you have like a template for that or
I will be developing some
okay,
membership sales pages. I have not done that yet, but I will be doing that. That's on the list of things to do. But
sure, okay.
currently, we just have sales page templates. Yeah.
Okay. That sounds promising that there might be more benefits to this master link. Okay.
Hmm.
And then the other question is if we decided to go with a Go high level sub account, God forbid we end up, we don't stay in the membership of
Hmm.
Insiders Club. Wouldn't it be difficult to move everything out of Go high level to another platform?
I think it would be challenging. I think they do have a method. They do
Mm,
have a method for you to, because it's all on their platform. They do have a way, but that's something that I'll have to investigate, how you would do that. But it's possible. It's possible.
mhm.
So I don't know what the process is. I haven't investigated it, but it's possible. So
Yeah.
that'd be something I'd have to investigate.
Okay, thank you. I'd appreciate that because I'm just on the cusp of deciding, which one. I haven't uploaded anything yet, and I've been deliberating for months actually about which platform to use because I hear other people saying it's a nightmare for them to switch from Kajabi to something else, and they've got
Mhm.
hundreds of, well, maybe not hundreds of videos, but they've got plenty of videos, and it's a real pain to switch over platforms. So it's probably always best to kind of choose wisely at the start rather than hopping around to different ones. So that's why I'm asking. But yeah, if you can ask them whether they've got, how like with email lists, you can download a CVS or a CSV and then
Right.
it just easily transports because it's like a file that transports to another CRM. So
Yep.
I guess we're asking Go High Level if they've got a similar kind of system that could easily be transferred to another platform.
Yep. Lois, do you know Lois? I know
Charles,
Lois is on
if you're
here.
looking at the chat, Ken says yes, GHL is able to transfer accounts. He said clients transfer over to his agency. It's a pretty simple process.
Okay,
Hmm.
there you go.
So I guess the next question is to ask System IO if it's easy for them as well to transfer, or if it's just a feature of Go High Level.
I'm pretty sure I know that System does a migration. So
Mm,
I don't know if they do a migration out, but they definitely
mhm.
do a migration in.
Yeah.
Because they're doing one for me now. It's taken a lot. It's taken a while, um, which is why I'm asking my daughter to help me. But they do. They will take all of your content and move it in if that's
Yeah.
what you want. Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you could please ask them if they do a migration out, that would be helpful in decision making.
Mhm.
Thank you. That's
All
all
right.
my questions for tonight.
All right. Okay, Craig, I think you can mute yourself.
Yeah, I just don't know how to raise my hand on this Zoom yet.
Okay,
First of
Craig, how
all,
you doing?
I'm doing fine, mate. I've missed you. I got lost in your system with it, between the because I'm so used to courses dot Charles Harper and Extreme. I'm used to those two websites. So and the conversations that go on in there. So I thought there's not a lot of conversation, but I think people have moved to other places, like as you said, high level. They're having the conversation maybe over there.
Well, no, I think people, we just have not had a lot of conversation, and a lot of
Yeah.
that really could be due to, me not being conversational as I have been, mainly because of production reasons, but also, um, Circle is really doing some things that I'm really thinking about moving on from Circle, and
Yeah.
and they're really not necessarily kind of doing some of the things that I felt like they would do, and that I'd hope that they do. And it's kind of interesting you say that because I'm kind of in a conversation with them now about just some changes that they said they were going to make. They said they were going to allow me to be able to put, all of my searching in some of the course platform. They didn't come up with this, and
Yeah.
I know that um, Teachable has now set up their own kind of community platform. I don't know if that's going to be the one we're going to use. I got to talk to Laurel about that. We're going to take a look at one and then see which one is really going to work out. I might just leave Circle as it is, but eventually we're going to settle on a place to have conversations. I don't know if it's going to be Circle. They're just not necessarily the best place for it right now.
Well, first of all, I'm here tonight because eventually I got a link in time to know that you were right, and it's like 1:30 in the morning here in Scotland. Laurel, it's a pleasure to meet you. I love the products, every product that you guys bring out every week. I've been with you about 2 years now, funny enough. I was looking back, it's about 2 years I've been paying my membership in the Insiders Club. Um, I have been taking your product and doing what you said, Charles, which was I take your videos, because you didn't have a system in place for, I was taking mine to Amazon S3. I've set that up, so I put them all up there. So every one of your courses is on my S3 account. And then I just set up wherever I'm setting up my course, and then I just bring the URLs across. But I take your videos, and then I add my spin, my knowledge, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. To get the added value to make it a bit more unique. I'm at that point where it's all there. I now need to know how do I get it over the line.
Mm-hmm.
I've got the same fault, by the way. I bet you everybody's had fear. I can identify it straight off. I prayed to launch,
Mm-hmm.
and I think everybody has that at some point, and that's the point I'm needing to get over. So that's the bit I'm really sticking with at the moment, Charles.
Well, that's really why I'm going to take this. You can take a long period of time and just kind of train step by step, and that's what it's designed to do, is to get you all start selling. I think I've taught everything technically
Yep.
that I can.
Yep.
Everybody's now got a course platform. If they don't have a course platform, they can just use the one from Insiders. It's really now time to start making strides toward building an audience and asking for the sale. And that is the number one goal for the training that we're going to be doing. Number
Well, funny
one.
enough, I took on board what you said about building a community and having an area for conversation. I'm using something else by Sam Baker. You might have
Yep.
heard of
Sam
Baker.
Backer. Yep.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Baker. And I've known him for 15 years too, when he
Yep.
was a kid. He's got that community, as
Yep.
he called it. It's the old schooler. So it allows me to have a community and do my courses now, right? All in the one,
Mm-hmm.
which is great for me. And now this week, he's going to be putting in the checkout page so I can actually start charging. Which is great. So that's what I'm using now,
Mm-hmm.
and my videos up on Amazon S3. But it's just, I think I just need that little pep talk, mate.
Yeah.
The one that sort of like helps me get over that line, because that's the bit I'm missing.
Well, one thing we're going to be doing, and I will talk about this at length when we get to that point, is, and I think I talked to Gail Briscoe about this, and that is giving people different opportunities to develop a lead magnet that's maybe relevant to a topic, and to have it inside of I don't want to call it a summit because I'm not going to do a whole summit, but Ultimate Insiders, I will give the opportunity to place a relevant lead magnet inside of different products. And so And so what that'll do is that will give you the opportunity to create something, get leads, and then that'll be the people, though that'll be the list of people that you'll be selling to. So that's really that's probably in the third part of this presentation, something I really want to talk about, because again, it's all the effort really is now. I think we're now at the point now where I don't feel the need to have to teach technically how to do anything. I've done all the technical training I think I can possibly do. I think now it really is now about doubling down on your personal network, and then giving you some opportunities to expand your flow of leads. And that's I'm going to do that through a series of summits and other things where you'll have an opportunity to create a lead magnet, put that lead magnet on our download page, and to get some people onto your list.
Right. Well, look, thanks for that. I just thought I'd let you know. I can see Daryl's waiting, so I'm going to jump off. But the other thing is you know yourself, I'm an academic like yourself, master's in marketing, degree in computing. The only thing I don't have is a PhD, unlike you. So I am all with you 100% for the last 2 years, and I just need that now to just turn that pipe on to get the money coming in, because I think I've got something of value. And I'll jump off now and let Daryl on. So thank you for the time.
Good to hear your voice, Craig.
Could I ask Craig to put the name of that platform by Sam Bacher? Because I've not heard of it, unless you know.
Okay, yeah, Craig, if you want to put that into the chat, you can do that. I wouldn't
do that, because you've got your own thing that you do, and it wasn't meant for that. It was just no. That would be unprofessional of me. But she can check it out online. She can do a search for it if she finds it.
But I don't even know what it's called. How can I look when I don't even know what it's called? I don't even know if I've got it.
If Charles is okay about that, I just don't like to get into trouble. Right? Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so, Craig, just send it to me by support, and then I'll forward it on. Okay, cool. Daryl, I think you can unmute.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly, Daryl.
Great. Well, nice to see all of you. Nice to see you, Laurel. I've heard about you, but never saw you. So nice to meet you.
Daryl, make sure to tell her you only heard good things about her.
Well, that's all I've ever heard. Every time you talk about her, it's always in glowing terms. You can pay me later. No.
Okay.
No. I've been bopping in and out with your program here for a while, and I'm at a point now where I have an opportunity to focus more squarely on it. And I wanted to ask you. I mean, a lot of it's still kind of confusing to me about how the whole program works, but I'll pick that up as I go along. But I wanted to ask you two questions. One is, what would you say the mission of your Ultimate Insiders is?
Well, yeah, what I said at the beginning is to help you to get to recurring income with whatever tools and training that we can give you. So that's the number one. That's kind of what we've been focused on since the beginning. And so
you're empowering people to learn a way to generate income.
Yeah, I would say if you would say learn a way, that might be slightly different. I'm just empowering people. So a lot of people come and they kind of have a way already. I do have a path that I suggest. So I have a success path that I suggest if you don't have one. And in general, it's all of the marketing fundamentals that you probably know already, but to systematize them. But the number one mission and goal is to give you the tools and training to get to recurring income.
Okay, that's good. Just give me a minute.
Mm-hmm. No worries.
Okay. What impresses me about you and the courses that you do is that you're very easy to be with, and you're not, I don't know if this is the right word or not, but you're not ostentatious. You're, you explain things clearly, and I think that it's a really wonderful platform that a lot of people would like to know about. Which leads me to my second question is, do you have an affiliate program for the Ultimate Insiders?
I do. I have not made it yeah, I do. It is something that I need to make sure that it is available. It's using Teachable, but
Okay.
it is available. And so, yes, it is on the list of things that I'm going to be talking about
Okay.
during these meetings. So I
Okay.
do.
Yeah. Okay. That's beautiful. So anyway, thanks so much for your time, and nice to meet everybody.
Thank you. And yeah, I apparently I owe you for saying those good things that I said about, I told you about Laurel. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Charles,
right.
if I could add this, and Charles, you can check me if it's not accurate. Charles and I have a heart for this to be something that works with you and what makes you you and your brand unique to you. And our goal is not to hand you a formula and say do XYZ and you will get results ABC. And certainly nothing that Charles primarily is the teacher of, that we teach is going to get you from where you are to where you want to be overnight. And the idea is that by growing it slowly, that it is sustainable, and that it won't be fly by night. You don't build it in 30 days and lose it in 30 days. That it will be something that can really kind of, feed you over the long haul.
Yep.
And if I could quickly say something to that, since I've been in the program for a while, Charles, that is exactly why I am with Charles. That's why I have stayed on his program for the last 2 years. I have slowly been learning and building and creating and adding my own spin and building my own unique product, so that it's not just rinse repeat what Charles has given me and saying, oh, I'll take that and I should make lots of money. If that, you've got to have the entrepreneurial mindset, not the opportunistic mindset. The opportunist just would grab Charles' videos, stick them up, and say, why am I not making money? The entrepreneurial mindset says, how can I use Charles' product? And just like, by the way, as Charles and Laura regularly do, a lot of the stuff he releases, if you have a look back at some of the other people in the group who have released other PLR products, if you pick them up and put them alongside Charles's, some of the PLR books, check sheets, journals, etc., if you take them and then mar them up with some of the PLR courses, you create another beautiful package that's unique, and then put your own spin on it. And that's what I've been doing, Daryl. And it takes time, but I do believe that once I get this going, and I know I'm going to get it going because I'm in no doubt, I know it will be a sustainable model. And I'm not, Charles, I'll tell you, I've not looked to get rich quick overnight because I know it doesn't happen. So anyway, that's my 2 bits worth. Sorry, guys.
No, thank you. Thank you, Craig.
Are you paying him too, dear?
Really quickly that Go High Level just opened up their communities platform a couple weeks ago. So that's now in the system. And there is also like an affiliate program built within Go High Level if you are looking at on down the road of potentially monetizing your membership by working with affiliates.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very true. Very true. And Dr. Reed, you do agency work, is that correct? Tell us a little. Okay, can you tell just so people know who you are? Tell folks a little bit about what you do.
I'm a partner in a digital marketing agency, and there's 3 of us. We all kind of have our areas of specialization. I was going to mention also just to this group that we do free trainings on Thursday afternoon at 3 o'clock Eastern for like all your tech questions answered. That if anybody has go high level technology things that they need help walking through, that feel free to reach out to me and I can share the link with you to that. But high level has a real strength in its automations and how you can streamline processes to shortcut what you want to be doing. And it's an all-in-one marketing system, so you don't have to do nearly as much kind of integration with additional systems that you might have to do with many other platforms. It is something that changes rapidly because they keep growing and making so many updates. So it's good to be part of the high level community. They've got a couple Facebook pages and a Slack group to stay up to date on what's happening and the new developments.
Yep. Right on. Right on. Thanks, Dr. Reed. Okay, everybody, if anybody has any other questions, like I said, I'm going to have to do a few of these. So even though I could not possibly cover everything, I think I may have covered probably 1/4 of what I need to cover. So we will, I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow night, so please be on the lookout for the Insider newsletter. We will be meeting again until we finish. And so again, once we do this, right, I won't have to do this again. So this is not going to be all the time. I don't want to have to, bring you on to do this all the time. Like I just really need to get kind of give you some clarity before we start the long training. And let's see, Santu, go ahead.
So I think the light bulb went off for me. And I'm just going to say this and correct me if I'm wrong. So with System.io, we're getting a magic link, but we would still need to, and I was asking in the chat roughly when would we get that magic link, but we would have to pay for whatever level of membership we want. However, what you're saying is if we get a sub account for Go High Level through you, we don't have to pay anything.
That's correct.
So, okay. So this has now become obvious as to which platform I should be going with. So like we would get all the features of like even like the highest level of membership with Go High Level for free.
That's correct. Right now, you would not be an agency, but you
Yeah,
would
no,
have.
I don't need to be.
Right, but you would have everything. Yeah.
Oh gosh, right. Okay. Thank you. That clears things up for me. I mean, still ask them that question about outgoing migration, but yeah, because I have some stuff on there. So now I do need you to ask that question to see how easy is it to move it out of there so I can go with Go High Level. And do you offer and does somebody offer, oh, I think Lois was saying she offers training on how to use Go High Level if you don't know how to use this platform?
Right,
Okay.
they do. So yeah, Dr. Reed, just if you send that to me send me that to me in my support, then I'll get that out to everybody.
And she actually just typed it right here in the chat window.
Okay. Oh, good. Excellent.
And you asked that people send you an email about not being on the lists, and Craig and Santu had mentioned they are not on specifically the Ultimate Insider list. So
Gotcha.
I'm on the general public one because I'm still getting at the bottom of the email. And if you want to join up as an insider member, I'm thinking, but I already am. Why is he saying?
No, you should be right. Yeah. Hopefully, yeah, just send that to me in support, and then we'll make sure you're switched over. So you're only getting that one newsletter.
Yeah, just put that support email in the chat again, please. Because I never get like the dots right, and like it's an unusual because it has Zendesk somewhere in the email, and I never get that configuration right.
Share.zendesk.com, or you can just go to the web address gainmindshare.zendesk.com. Either way. So either the web address or the support email. Okay, everybody. So again, like I said, I meant to get you out of here in 30 minutes. We're at an hour. I promise you, we are not going to do this all of the time. So you got to be on for an hours. I hate hour-long web. Those of you who've been with me for a little while, I used to do 2-hour webinars. I don't do that anymore. So we're not doing that. So we will meet again until I finish everything, and then we will start the training. And then we will start in earnest, trying to getting you to a point where you're selling. Also, I will give you a schedule of the summit products that we're going to have, so that you can start thinking about lead magnets that you may create to put inside. Okay. So everybody, thanks very much for hanging out with both Laurel and I here. I just want to let you know that we appreciate you. We appreciate you all hanging out with us. And with that, I will get this replay. I will get the replay out to everybody, and we'll get that out to you shortly. Have a great night and a pleasant tomorrow. Take care.